Alright, so we're going to do exercise 2.3 starting on page 24, building a simple model. So you should already have your reference planes up. Hopefully they're labeled front view and side view. So selecting the front viewport, again here everything should be shaded and edged faces for all three, left, front, and perspective. We're going to make a cylinder. So create geometry, standard primitives, cylinder, keyboard entry, open the rollout, 0, 0, 0, 5 and for the radius and -5 for the height. Make sure that the front viewport is selected or else it's not going to be in the middle, and hit create. Now with the what we have labeled cylinder 1 selected, we're going to go to modify. Again, not a bad idea to always go back to the select object mode so we don't actually make new things. Modify. With that cylinder selected, cylinder 001, we want height segments to become 1 and sides to become 30. It's going to make it a slightly smoother circle. Alright, with that selected, I can hold Alt-X and turn it see-through so I can see my reference image. And that completes exercise 2.3. Make sure you save your file. Now we're going to go page 25, exercise 2.4, modeling in sub-object mode. So with the cylinder still selected, go to the ribbon. That's up here. This part up here is called the ribbon. Under modeling, polygon modeling, and we want to convert to poly. Alternatively, you can right click on it and convert to poly. Okay. With it selected, I want polygon mode. So this box should be selected. I want to rotate my box around, my view cube around so I can see the back. I want to click on the back of my cylinder. In the ribbon modeling tab, go to polygons and click outline. So modeling, polygons, outline, click on the outline settings. Okay, it's going to do this. Now, I want this to be negative 0.75. Hit the check mark. Okay. Now, we should have matched it down, so now it's about the same size as my plane here. If it's not exactly lined up, that's okay. Make sure in that case you want to go to the element, we'll grab the whole, oops. We'll go back to that. Did not save it. Negative 0.75. Click it now, it's saved. Go to the element. We can move it such that it lines up with the back side if it's not already aligned. Perfect. So now we've got it lined up if it was not already. Go to the edit panel, select Swift Loop. So we are still in polygon mode. And I go to the modeling tab, go to the edit panel, and we want a Swift Loop. Okay. We're going to create 3 subdivisions. So we want one, let's say right about where that bump is, click. One where that dent is, click. And one where, about where the top is, and click. Right click will exit. We now have in the left viewport all 3 of those Swift loops, and we can now modify them. So in the modeling tab, but modeling, okay, we have the option of doing edge mode, or we can do edge mode over here. Doesn't matter. Okay. Edge mode, the last loop I created should be selected, which it is. You can see this red line here saying that that loop, that edge is created. So if it's not, click on an edge. But if you notice here, I don't want just one. I want the whole thing. So I can continue, click, 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 holding the control down, or I can go to the modeling tab and I can loop this. So modify selection with one selected, I can loop, and notice now I have my entire edge all the way around. Move your cursor to the main toolbar and select Scale. Okay. Triangle in the center will turn yellow. So we're going to scale these up. So I'm going to actually just maximize, Alt-W, maximize this viewport. And we want to scale these so they approximately match the size and shape here. And then go through, select an edge. I can double click or I can loop it. Scale. I'm going to move this one in. And then select here, scale. And you really only want to go in one direction. Okay? So I don't want to have, for instance, that highlighted. Now, it matches up fairly well, except that this loop isn't quite in the right spot. So I'm going to just move that whole edge back. Now I've got a pretty good representation of my basic shape, not including the bowed out front. Okay? This completes exercise 2.5. Save your file.